Yeah, now we are live. Welcome everyone to this live. Thelma Fieldwhite here, your Raw Detox coach. And in these lives, I talk about strategies so that you can lose weight naturally without shame and reach your healthy goals. So for today, I chose a theme that was requested by some of you, which is related to skin health. So that's the theme, how your skin health can improve beyond the surface, beyond what we can see. And what does it take? What actually is happening there? And yeah, especially when you are in your health journey, in your weight loss journey, is something you start noticing more is how your skin changes, how your hair changes, and all different changes that happens to you, but especially the skin. So I wanted to share with you some points that I have prepared here. uh, okay, so when we talk about skin health, um, it's easy to think about what we can see, right? Because we see our skin, and it comes to our thought at first, like, okay, how are we going to solve skin conditions, skin problems we might face? It's easy that we think about creams and lotions and treatments, right? And these are things that come to our attention once we start thinking about skin conditions. Now, the truth of the matter is that this goes beyond the surface. And what do I mean by beyond the surface? It's actually underneath your skin. So the problem is much, much bigger than simply how our skin looks like. And just checking my mic. So people hear me well. They're on Facebook and YouTube. All right. So let's us consider first, why is it important, our health, our skin health? Why is this something important? Isn't like other things more important, like your organs health, and if you have yeah, some kind of condition, why is skin health that important? And the answer is your skin is your largest organ. Yes, your largest vital organ. So if you are to think of vital organs like your liver, your heart, your kidneys, your skin is also one of them, and is the largest. So everywhere. This is one reason. The other reason is that our skin is mirroring our inner world. So whatever is going on inside us, we can see it through our skin. And that concept is very interesting because it brings the beauty aspect. Like when you look in the mirror in the morning, right before you go out, you want to feel like you are pretty, you are beautiful, and everything's okay. You fixed your hair, or you wash your face and things like that. Our skin is also reflecting our beauty, but not just the physical beauty, but also our health. So we can see how healthy we are through the skin, through the mirror of the skin. How is the health of, or how is the inside health, our inside health or inner health? Now, another reason why the skin health is important, this one I really like. So, how many kidneys do we have? Two? If you said two, say, mm, technically, yes, we have two kidneys, but actually, the skin is considered to be our third kidney. And why? Why is the skin our third kidney? Well, if you think of the kidneys as your eliminative organ, right? It's removing all the garbage from your body, toxins and so on. Well, your skin is doing the same thing, just in a bigger scale, because we have skin all over, right? And our skin is working the same way as our kidneys. That's why it's called as our third kidney. Now, knowing these three reasons, we know that it's very important to take care of our skin because it reflects our health, beauty, but also it cleans up or eliminates the bad stuff. Okay, growing up as a teenager, as most of you, I faced acne, I faced breakouts in my skin. And because of this, I very early start thinking of ways that I could improve my skin health. Of course, without knowing of those terms, I did try different things. And some of these things I've tried, I actually regret today when I have more knowledge and more experience. I regret, and I call those things mistakes. So if I were to go back in time with the knowledge I have today, I would not make those same mistakes. So perhaps what I've done, you are still doing, and it could help you to take note of those and see why I call them mistakes as well. So I tried to use different creams, many times very expensive creams, and was like this whole routine: morning cream, evening cream. It was so much that besides the investment, the money wise, but also the time and energy to go through all those routines, and many of them were not really working. They were not giving the promised results they advertise, and worse, they were very strong in their chemical content in order to do the change that they promise, right? I also tried different treatments, like facial treatments. Um, and even though at first it seemed like my skin was better, many of them were aggressive as well towards my skin. But that's what I believe would take to improve my skin health. Uh, I finally went to dermatologist that recommended me to take some steroids or hormones. At that time, it was actually in form of pills, but also in form of creams. So it was quite expensive creams. And I did that for about 3 months. And yes, I saw a big improvement on my face, especially my face and my arms, because I also had like pimples and um, breakouts in my arms and my back. And those hormones and steroids did help for that. Now, if it helped, why I stopped? Well, I after 3 months I realized how my menstrual cycle was going like crazy, and I had to make a choice. And I thought this shouldn't be good for my health. I didn't really know the reasons, but it just felt not right. And that's something very interesting. We all have this power of common sense, of using our intuition when we should do something or not, even without all the knowledge about the subject. But it just doesn't feel natural. And many times it's common sense. And I just thought, no, I need to find another way. And I stopped after 3 months. And of course, when you stop with creams and treatments, and of course, because you're not going to the cause of the problem, what happens? The problem comes back. And that's exactly what happened. And this time I was already in my 19s, 20s, and still struggling with my skin. Now, what did I do? Well, at that time, I became a makeup artist. Yes, I became a makeup artist. And what did I do? I covered it up because if I couldn't fix it, I could hide it. That's what I thought. So I used a lot of concealer. Concealer is a kind of thick cream, kind of, or foundation that you use to cover up um, blemishes, pimples, um, dark circles, anything on your skin that you don't want to show up. And I use lots and lots of that. So I was literally wearing like a mask. And I got used to that face. I got used to that mask. That's how I saw myself and helped me to be more confident. The sad part of the story is that that was not solving the problem. Worse, was making it worse, and also was actually hiding me from me. So there was a point that I could not look on my face anymore without makeup. Yes, it got to this point. And I still remember to I was already in Norway by then, all these years wearing like makeup. And as a makeup artist, I really like to, have a full makeup and also to showcase my art. I could not see myself without it. And I actually think that I would put as number 4 mistake, like covering up your your face. At least for me, I know many women feel that's the way they get the confidence. But for me, at that point in my life, that was a way to cover my shame, if you know what I mean. That was a way to cover my shame of myself, like my face. And yeah, so this was Thelma those years. This was Thelma without knowledge, without the know-how, the experience on also understanding of how skin health works and what is underneath the problem, what is the root cause. um, so of course I took those decisions. So maybe some of you are still going through this path. Maybe some of you are already out of it, you figured it out. Otherwise, this is an invitation for you that are still struggling to find your way out. So, when I start investigating and studying and learning, and this started in 2018 when I took my first plant-based nutrition certificate, and then later on I took my detoxification, regenerative detoxification specialization. Very complicated names, but yeah, it was when I took all these arsenal of knowledge, but knowledge that was based on natural principles for our body, our human body. And I start testing those principles, and I could see things from a different light. So I could understand skin issues, conditions that I was facing, that many other women were facing, in a much broader sense, in a deeper level, and not simply on the surface. When it comes to surface, like fixing your skin from the surface, I think about many other things that today conventional medicine focus on only on the surface. But of course, today is not the the right moment to go through all those issues. But the same with the skin issues, conventional medicine focus on the surface. So they'll give you steroids, they'll give you or hormones. They can be in form of tablets or creams. I wonder if injections too, maybe, not sure. But all those things, they act on the surface. And it's true, you see a big improvement like I saw back then. But is it really fixing the root problem? What is it really doing? And that's what it comes to be very interesting when you look into why we get these skin issues. And skin issues, they come on the surface. They could come from the parasites that we are having inside us. It could be from some imbalance in our hormones. It could also be from toxins that our body is trying to release. So our skin, as a eliminative organ, the largest, is always eliminating, and it eliminates in form of toxins. So it could be eliminating toxins, it could be eliminating acids, and it could be eliminating parasites and many other things. And when you take these hormones and steroids, what you are doing, you are just pushing those things, like the garbage, you're pushing them down, deeper down, instead of letting them come out. So when we see our skin with breakouts and pimples and blemishes and things, it's again is a reflection of our inner world, right? Our inner health. Now, what would common sense, right, say? Common sense would be curious what is happening inside, why is this coming out? And when we go deeper, we find out, oh, there's some unbalance here, let's do what? Fix the unbalance. But that's not what happens in the conventional world medicine. What we do, we just keep pushing it down. It's like I was doing with makeup, just cover it up under the carpet. When we do that, on the surface, it seems like everything is fine. We are fine. Now, what are the consequences? And this is what is so important for us to remember. What are the consequences of we just pushing it back in? We are actually blocking the proper elimination flow of our skin. So, the same with kidneys. We want the kidneys to work, right? To continue eliminating. The same with the skin. If we pushing this garbage back in, the skin is not able to do the work. And because we are machine, and every day our skin needs to eliminate. And how long do we go on living this way, keep pushing it in? It just gets to a point that our inner health gets affected by all this garbage that never had a chance to come out in the first place. So yeah, this gets very, this skin health conversation is so big. It's it's a very big subject to go in details in just one live. When we think of skin health, we also think about liver, our liver health. We think about our glands, right, that produce the hormones in our body. We think about our lymphatic system, which is so important system of elimination. So it's so much to consider, right? We think of our emotional health. Maybe that's something you haven't thought about, but our skin is a big reflection of our emotional health. So not always, you know, when you just, not always, not ever, when you're just working on the surface, you cannot tackle all those things. So you need to be like a curious investigator of your body to find out what it is. And sometimes it's not easy to do on our own. That's when we get people that are qualified in natural principles, right, in detoxification, in order to help you to investigate, to do this work. So, but anyway, for today, I thought would be good for me to give you a little bit understanding on both the mistakes we all can make, or we made, the approach, and how we should instead look at it, how we should approach this skin health um, improvement in a different light, if we are to have long lasting results without heartaches, right? And for that, I came up with 4 tips for you. Yes, 4 things you can apply to have results on your skin health. And why 4? It could be many, of course. It's so many things we can do, but 4, it's a good number to start. And these 4, they actually not just, at least one of them is not that simple in terms of things to do. But okay, so number 1, we have start cleaning your skin from inside. And for number 1 and number 2, they go together because you use both to clean your skin from inside. So before you even consider how your skin looks like on the outside, start working from inside. Okay, remember that our skin is just mirroring our inner health, so start working on your inner health. And one tip you can do is to avoid animal products. Yes, avoid animal products. And when you do that, you want to specially, and this I say specially, you want to avoid milk products. And this is like in big words. No milk products. Use alternatives. There is so many great alternatives today. You can either make yourself from nuts, seeds, or even coconut. You can oats, you can make your own milk, you can make your own cheese, you can make your own yogurt, your own ice cream, you can make your own everything, or you can buy already made. You can buy from good vegan brands that are natural, because we also want to avoid a lot of processed food, right? Otherwise we fall into another trap. But it's a start to go to vegan products, but avoid milk products. You want to avoid milk products if you want to have a better skin. So this is number 1. Number 2, some foods you can include into your diet already today. And that came up, I mean, was so many, but then I thought it would be difficult for you to start applying them. So there is 5 special, my favorite when it comes to skin health. One is celery. Yes, celery. Maybe you don't like the taste. I'm sorry. I don't like celery taste either, especially when it's just celery. But try to be creative, include more of it, or just, go for it. Drink a whole celery juice. You have so much better skin by doing that. First, number 1. Now, number 2. First, you want to eat more celery. Second, more beetroot. Beets, that red color. You can juice them. You can put them in your salads raw. Of course, raw celery, raw beets. Another one is grapes, especially dark grapes. They are so good for cleansing, for cleaning up your lymphatic system, activating your lymphatic system, because you want to eliminate more. So instead of covering up, we want let the skin let out all those toxins, acids, parasites, all that garbage. You want it out. So yeah, grapes, all grapes, but especially dark grapes. Then we have cucumber. Cucumber goes together with all melons. So watermelon, honey melon. What is that other one? I forgot now the name, piel de sapo, I don't know in English, but yeah, all melons and cucumbers rich in water. And number 5 is aloe vera. Now, aloe vera you can eat as a food. I don't think pregnant women can eat. So if you're pregnant, maybe you shouldn't have aloe vera. I'm not 100% sure now. But you only eat the gel. First, it should be aloe vera that is eatable and also organic, the best. And you just eat the gel. It's very bitter, so I would recommend you to mix with a juice, maybe with a grape juice or celery juice, something just to go in the, apple juice. Yeah, you can eat aloe vera, but you can also use on your skin, and this we will talk just now. So these 5 foods you want to eat if you want to improve your skin. I'll go over them again. Celery, beets, grapes, especially the dark grapes, and then your melons, cucumber, because they're in the same group, and aloe vera. Okay, 5. And then we have number 3. Number 3, you want to sweat. Yes, you want to sweat. So when we think of sweating, I think of saunas, I think of exercise, and I think of fever as well. So fever is very beneficial when it comes to cleansing, letting out. So don't fear your fever. Number 4, the last tip for today is when it comes to your surface, because now we've been talking about working from inside, right? Your inner health. When it comes to surface, you want to, if you will, use lotions and creams and products. I recommend you to use oils, natural, raw, organic oils like olive oil, grapeseed oil, very good, shea butter, neem oil, neem oil. Also, what was that other one? Yeah, shea butter, jojoba oil. Um, and then you can also have aloe vera in the mix, which is very good for your skin. And if you like, you can use some essential oils as well. Just make sure you read how to use them and like how to avoid some essential oils with the sunlight are not good, they can burn you. So just this is the only thing when they are essential, because they are concentrated. Otherwise the rest is quite safe. And yeah, so this is the 4 tips that I wanted to share with you. There is so many other things you can do to improve your skin, but remember, the first thing is to work from inside. So what have we talked about today? Let us do a little revision like we did in school, like key points. You can always go back and rewatch this video. So we talked about why is it important to take care of our skin health. We mentioned different reasons. One is that our skin is our third kidney, is our largest eliminative organ, but also that is our vital organ and is mirroring our inner health. So if our skin is health, our whole body is health, right? We talked about the mistakes that we are to avoid in order to not only have good skin but also have long lasting health. We talked about allowing our skin to eliminate acids, toxins, parasites instead of using steroids, hormones to push those garbage back into our skin as they go deeper and deeper in the layers of our skin and creating other problems through to our organs. So it's like a cascade of problems or like a snowball. So we want to stop doing that. We want to go to the root of the problem and fix it. Then we talk about the 4 tips you can start already today to take care of your skin health. So this was what I had prepared for you. And I want you to remember one thing. Our skin, yes, our skin is like a door. It's like the door you have, your front door at home. You choose who comes in, right? And you choose who to let out. So you have this power because it's your door, it's your house. So choose wisely. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you again soon here. Bye.